Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you are new here, welcome. I am the Blunt Reader. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Taurus for February 2020 or whenever you see this video and it resonates with you. As always, since this is a general reading, it cannot and will not resonate with every single person who watches this video. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by visiting my website, thebluntreader.com. That information is down below in the description box. For this reading, we are going to take a look at love first, and then we'll take a look at general being finances, career, anything that you need to know, be aware of, or focus on for the month of February. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Taurus regarding love for February 2020? We have boundaries. So there's a need for you to set boundaries as it pertains to your relationships, people. It also feels like you may need to come up with a schedule for everything that you have to do. Prioritize the things that are most important and take care of those things first. I also feel like when it comes to your day-to-day tasks, there may be certain things that you don't necessarily like to do, like they're your least favorite things to do, but it may be helpful for you to do those things first thing in the morning so you can just kind of get them out of the way, and then you have the rest of the day to do the things that are more enjoyable to you. I also feel like surrender is a message for you. So there may be something that you're waiting for. Maybe you're getting a bit impatient. But I feel like Spirit is saying to kind of surrender. Could also be something that you're fighting for or fighting against that you don't really need to. I also feel like divine timing is at work in your life. It always is. But maybe you're trying to, stick to your timeline versus the universe's, and this is where there's this kind of push and pull energy. So boundaries, surrender, and divine timing seem to be the messages for you, the theme for you for the month of February. So let's take a look. Let's look and see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Taurus regarding love? What love messages do you have for the sign of Taurus? We have the Two of Wands, choosing a new path, choosing a new direction, going in pursuit of something possibly. What messages do you have regarding love? This could be somebody who wants to give you the world. We have the Chariot. So there could be a new love interest. This could be an already established relationship, but maybe things were a little bit stagnant. Maybe there were issues. You hit a bit of a rough patch. But both of these cards give me like, let's move forward. The Chariot is moving forward and moving forward successfully. And this Two of Wands card, like she's choosing to move forward with this wand that's here in the front. And she's kind of leaving behind this other wand. So it could be that you're leaving or have already left one relationship and you're going towards something else that is going to be more successful for you. This could be you and your partner leaving behind issues that you've had, like, look, that happened. We know it happened. These flowers have bloomed. So it's like we've grown from this. Now let's move forward. What messages do you have for Taurus regarding love? Okay. A whole bunch, apparently. We have the Nine of Wands. So there could have been some defensiveness, some guardedness. Definitely this y'all energy. Four of Pentacles, being closed off, being guarded, being stubborn. Judgment, a decision that you have to make. And then we have the Lovers, which actually came out in reverse. So with the Lovers being here, it could definitely be you leaving a relationship and going towards something new. This could be a new relationship or just you going out on your own, being independent, not really focused on a relationship. Because this energy is giving me like, I give the world to my damn self if you don't want to give it to me. Like, I got this. Move out my way. So it feels like this energy over here could be past energy. For some of you, this may be something that you will go through, are going through. We are all on different timelines here. So you know, whatever part of the story fits for you, if it fits, you know, just plug yourself in. But it definitely looks like somebody was closed off, guarded, defensive for whatever reason. Could be because of things that were taking place in a relationship that you were in or you are in. This could also be from past relationships that maybe you haven't healed from, haven't moved on from. But with the Lovers in reverse, it definitely feels like there could be an ending in a relationship, but it's allowing you to move forward. So you could have made a judgment call, decided to leave a relationship, and now, you know, you're moving forward, and it turns out to be a really good move for you. We'll see. Got Chariot at the bottom of the deck over here too. Please clarify judgment. 6 of Wands. You make a decision regarding some type of relationship. For some of you, it could be to leave the relationship because, again, the Lovers is here in reverse. And there's a lot of success. There's a lot of victory now that you've kind of detached yourself from this situation. Or you're not giving to it as much as you were before. So, again, going back to boundaries, it's like you set boundaries, you're not overgiving, you're not overextending. Maybe you're focused on yourself more. And now you're starting to get the victory, the success that you want. This could also be your partner or you recognizing one another more for the effort that you've put in. Please clarify the 6 of Wands and Judgment. We have the Lovers again. We have the 10 of Swords, Justice, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So, I feel like there's two groups here. There's one group of you where you left a relationship has ended, or it's on the verge of ending, and in February it's definitely going to end, and you move forward, Queen of Swords energy, like I don't have time to play games, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm just cutting it off, I'm moving forward, I'm going to give the world to myself, I'm going to go explore something different, you know, I'm just not doing whatever this is anymore. That's you setting boundaries for yourself and just cutting this situation off. And it proves to be very successful for you. Could also be you going towards another relationship, like I said, with this 2 of Wands, Ace of Cups here. For others of you, there could be a cycle in your relationship that's closing out. Maybe it's been a lot. Maybe there is some sort of reconciliation taking place, but you move forward in this relationship that you've been in. Please clarify the 2 of Wands. This 2 of Wands woman, she looked real determined. 8 of Wands. Page of Cups. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, something could have been revealed, and that was kind of like the last straw for you. But this could also be somebody expressing their feelings to you. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, 8 of Wands, some type of communication. And now it's like, okay, now it's go time. Now you done playing. Now I know how you feel. I know where you stand, so now I'm willing to put forth some effort. Some of you are setting boundaries like, look, if you're not going to communicate how you feel, if you're not going to actually show me actions, 8 of Wands, that you want this, then I'm going to just do me. And maybe, like I said, you pull away. You stop giving so much to this relationship, and this person realizes it and is like, oh no, like, I'm not willing to lose this. Let me get my act together. Please clarify the Page of Cups and the 8 of Wands. This could also be somebody apologizing for something that they did. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for some of you, I definitely feel like you overextended in this relationship, and Spirit is saying to pull back, put that energy, that focus, that attention on yourself, because it doesn't seem like you're getting that back in return, so it's depleting you. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles. This could also be you rebuilding yourself after something has ended. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, somebody could have done something, that information was revealed. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. It could have left you kind of questioning yourself, your value, your worth, not feeling as confident in who you are as a person. And now this is something that you are rebuilding now that you've kind of shifted your focus from this person to yourself. This Ace of Cups could definitely be you giving yourself self-love. Please clarify the Chariot. Two of Swords, a decision, a choice that you have to make. Feels like that choice is whether or not to end something so that you can begin something new. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Three of Cups. For some of you, it could be a choice between two people. Again, like I said, you could be ending one relationship and going towards somebody else. Like you knew whatever situation you were in, like you weren't really feeling this person, and now you're like, okay, now I'm going towards the person that I actually want to be with, or vice versa. Somebody that you are connected to was with somebody else. They know and they knew that that situation wasn't it for them, and now they're coming towards you, offering you something. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Emperor in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you may turn something down that's being offered to you. I also feel like somebody's perpetrating. With that Seven of Swords, could be somebody wearing a false mask, pretending that they actually have something to offer you, and they don't. And maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who liked to pretend like they had it, like they were doing well, when it was really you who was doing all of the work, who had it. You know, somebody who was acting like they were the emperor, like they had the power, they had the control the whole time. It was you who was doing everything, taking care of everything, could have been taking care of everything financially. I feel like y'all could have been dealing with somebody who was like emotionally but also spiritually bankrupt, with the Emperor in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Please clarify the Emperor in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment, King of Swords. So you have the King and Queen of Swords counterparts. This could be somebody that you were married to, or just, you know, a soulmate, a counterpart, or whatever you want to call it. This Judgment, I'm hearing blow the whistle. Because this King of Swords person, they could have had a third party. They could have been being deceptive. They could have been pretending that they had something to offer you. But it feel like they confused, honestly, with this Two of Swords. And it could be confused between two people. And now they're being forced to kind of make a decision. But for some of you, this person isn't going to make a decision, and you're going to make that decision for them. And the decision is to walk away, and then you have success there. For others of you, this person is going to make a decision, and that person is going to come back to you. But I feel like they missing something. But this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, they don't have no confidence, no self-esteem, no money possibly. It looked like they kind of empty. They handing you something that's empty. Please clarify the King of Swords in Judgment. Okay. Because they are emotionally and spiritually bankrupt. The Star in reverse. This is the need to heal. We got a whole bunch of cards here. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords. So how I'm seeing this is, we got the Page of Swords. I feel like the Page of Swords has something to do with some sort of communication that was going on. So it looks like this King of Swords person, this could be somebody, again, that you're married to, the Hierophant, or some type of long-term relationship here. If you ain't married, you could have kids together. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of history here between the two of you. So this is the relationship between you and this person, or however the story goes for you. So this is a connection here. It looks like this King of Swords person could have been being a thought pocket. They could have been communicating with somebody else, this Queen of Cups person, because this energy is, for you, is showing up as the Queen of Swords. So they could have been communicating with this Queen of Cups person, could have been sexing this Queen of Cups person, whoever. Whatever they was doing something they had no business doing. And with the Page of Swords, it's something that you could have found out about, that they were talking to or involved with this person. This caused you to walk away, caused this other person to walk away. Somebody done walked away from the situation here, cut off all communication. I'm not giving any more time, energy, and effort to you, to this situation. Go on about your business. If you want it to be a thought pocket, okay, bye. And then the Wheel of Fortune, if I could get it, is like that cycle ending, that being done. Now this person coming back around, wanting to apologize, wanting to start over, saying whatever it is. But I feel like this person, this King of Swords person, may have showed up as the Emperor, but they're not really the Emperor, because they're emotionally and spiritually bankrupt. There's a lot of work that has to be done for them. So if this sounds like your situation, your person may come back, but they're not ready. They need to go back in the oven and bake some more, because they don't really have anything to offer. Please clarify the Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles. This could be a lack of reciprocation. Again, somebody was definitely overextending, overcompensating for something. Could be taking care of the finances. This could also be giving to two people. And the truth came out. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. The truth came out and somebody was like, fuck that, I'm done. I'm tired of overgiving. I'm tired of overextending. I'm not putting any effort into this. Six of Swords. I'm done. I'm leaving. Because I'm tired of getting the short end of the stick. Even if it didn't involve a third party, it just feels like somebody got tired of always being the one giving to this situation, and the other person doing nothing but reaping the benefits. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles again, and Four of Cups. Like, nope. I'm keeping this. I'm hoarding this, but it's my energy, so I can do what the fuck I want to do with it. Because I was giving it to you, and you weren't giving me anything. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is why you felt depleted, and now you're being selfish. Now you're like, no, I don't want it. You're offering me something. I don't want it. I have zero interest. I feel like a lot of you have tunnel vision, and you're just like, no, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this no more. It's not happening. I don't care what you do. No. Because I've given everything I could to you, and I got nothing back in return. I'm not doing that no more. Okay then. Please clarify the Lovers in reverse. The Hermit, isolating yourself from this person. The Devil, shit, because they could have been very toxic. Five of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords, toxic, deceptive. I don't even feel like this is you necessarily. I mean, it's still thinking about the past, but it's more so like, look at all the energy, the time that I wasted over here. It's not so much of I'm thinking of the relationship and, oh, I missed this relationship. No, it's like, look what I wasted. I wasted all of my energy, my time, my resources. You could have like been taking care of this person financially. Like, I wasted all this money when I could have been working on my credit. I could have been paying off some debt, some student loans. But no, I was helping your ass out. It's just like, damn. But at the same time, it's like, if you did it from a pure place, if you did it to genuinely help this person, then you're going to get the good karma back from that. Like, yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, you could have did other things with your time, your energy, your money, but it is what it is. Chalk it up to the game. I do feel like there will be a new opportunity, though. It may take some time, but time is needed so you can focus on yourself, so you can isolate yourself, so you can clear all this funky ass energy out of your energy and be ready for what is to come. So there you have it for the love portion. Let's go ahead and move into the general messages. This is a whole bunch of chaos. That's what it looks like when I'm looking at it in the viewfinder. But maybe that's what it feels like, a whole bunch of chaos. Maybe that's what this connection has felt like, a whole bunch of chaos. Just all over the place. But I feel like it's making sense now. And you're very adamant about moving forward and moving on. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Taurus? What general messages do you have for the sign of Taurus? What general messages do you have for the sign of Taurus for February 2020? What general messages do you have for the sign of Taurus for February 2020? Two of Pentacles. I feel like this has to do with balance. Making sure that all of your relationships are balanced. This could also be about finding the balance amid all of the chaos, finding your footing, getting back on your feet. Because things have been a little, rocky, a little hectic, and kind of getting back to that place where things are good, where things are normal, where things are moving at an easy pace. What messages do you have for Taurus? Ten of Swords popped up. Three of Cups in reverse. So cutting off this situation. Cutting off this situation that was unfair to you. Definitely an ending taking place, but an ending that leads to a new beginning. For some of you, it's still contemplating whether this is something you want to move on from and be done with. Please clarify the Three of Cups in reverse. The Lovers. Please clarify the Lovers. The Four of Pentacles. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Chaos. We got the Tower poking out. The Tower poking out, Death, and the Ace of Swords. Like I said, this is an ending, but the new beginning is the Ace of Swords. Death is here because there's definitely an ending, but this is also an opportunity for transformation. For some of you, with this Four of Pentacles, it's a message of not being stubborn and creating conflict or engaging in conflict simply because you are being stubborn. This is also saying not to become closed off, not to become guarded, bitter, defensive against everyone simply because, one situation didn't work out. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles. the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, I'm hearing, what do I do now? This is what you do. You glow up. You grow. You evolve. Before this, Nine of Pentacles was in reverse, and that was when you were still caught up in what you were doing. This is your opportunity to grow. This is somebody who's single, who's independent, who uses this heartbreak, this devastation as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to heal, who doesn't get trapped in their head, thinking so much, becoming stressed, anxious, worried, wondering what's next, what's going to happen next, when am I going to find love, when are things going to, work out for me. They will. But I feel like you got to stop holding on to things or stop being stubborn. Again, surrender. Surrender means to let go. This person is holding on to these pentacles, and these pentacles could be a number of things for you. Only you know what those things are. But there's a need to surrender, to stop resisting what is happening in your life so that you have the ability to become this Nine of Pentacles energy. Somebody who is abundant, who isn't worried about anybody. This is like the Queen of Unbothered here. She's not worried about anything at all. So utilize what has happened. Utilize the losses that you feel you've taken and capitalize on them. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. Nine of Wands. The Hermit in reverse. The Sun in reverse. I feel like you're really angry. You're really upset. You're really hurt. And maybe you don't know how to process those emotions because they make you uncomfortable. You don't like this feeling. So it's kind of like you're rushing this process. Surrender. Divine timing. Things are going to happen the way they are supposed to happen. Stop resisting it. Because ultimately what you are putting on hold, what you are jeopardizing, is your happiness, your fulfillment. But you're so defensive and guarded and closed off because of what has happened, and there's a need to heal that, to restore that. I feel like a lot of you are jaded, whether it be because love, because, it just seems like you can't move forward in life in general. It seems like every time you take steps forward, you're pushed back. There's always something, and you feel like you can never kind of find your footing. You can't seem to get ahead. But maybe you're going about it in the wrong way. Maybe there's something that you need to release, surrender. Maybe you need to stop resisting something. Release outcomes and expectations and timelines. Definitely. Because things are not always going to happen the way that we want them to happen. And you will continue to disappoint yourself if you keep thinking that it's going to happen, by this time. I'm supposed to buy a house by the time that I'm 30. I'm supposed to be married with kids by this time. Whatever the case may be, whatever timelines you have for yourself, don't become so attached to them that you end up disappointed when they don't work out that way. Because ultimately, it's going to work out when it needs to. How it is supposed to, when it is supposed to. The details are not up to you. They're up to the universe. So leave that to the universe. Heal and recover from whatever this situation is for you. It could be a financial situation. It could be a family situation. It could be a friendship, a romantic relationship. Hell, it could be all of it. But recover from it. This Hermit in reverse it needs to be upright. You need to isolate yourself to figure some things out. Go back to the drawing board and figure some things out and come up with a new game plan. One where you're not so tight on how it has to happen, where you have a little bit more leniency and flexibility when it comes to what you want and how you're going to get that, so that you can be happy. You can be happy right now if you really wanted to. Happiness is a choice. It all depends on how you choose to see what is happening in your life. Are you looking at it as this is being done to me, this person hurt me, or are you looking at it as what is this trying to teach me? Why is this happening? And what am I supposed to be getting from it? Because if you look at it from it being a teachable moment for you, then you will always see it as that. You'll always be growing and evolving, and you'll still be able to maintain your happiness. So, I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Thank you, as always, for spending time with me. It is greatly appreciated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by going to my website, thebluntreader.com. That information is down below in the description box. Also, like this video if you have not subscribed. Turn on your post notification bells and share it with your friends. And I'll talk to y'all next time.